Recently, in 2011, I moved into a house with my wife, Isabella. We were expecting a baby in November, so we had to make sure everything was right. We met with the estate agent, who greeted us with what seemed like a very happy face, as if we'd been gone for ages. He shook my hand and took us to the house. When we arrived, the house looked very modern. It was luxury. It had a large back garden with all the garden gnomes and the statues. I asked him about those statues, and he looked confused.
I've never noticed them,
he said.
Just ignore them. The owner will probably come and collect them.
I walked through the front door and noticed something off. There was a pigeon in the house. It had made a nest in the front room, and now the house looked very disturbing and old. My wife, being a very strange woman, told me that pigeons in the house were a bad omen. We spoke with the estate agent and asked if we could check out the other two houses we wanted to look at. As we left the house, I noticed one of the statues had moved its hands from its face. It had a blank expression, but I couldn't look long, as the estate agent nudged me to move onward as he came out the door. We walked away and checked the other two houses. The second house looked better. I could actually see into the windows, as the previous one had the blinds down. I could already see a mirror and a golden cup on the sideboard. I had high hopes for this house. We opened the front door and noticed one of the statues in the garden again, but I paid no attention to it. We went upstairs to the master bedroom. My wife sat on the bed and laid on it to test it, and she said it was comfortable. "I'll buy it," I said.
Oh, sure,
the real estate agent said, sounding shocked. I smiled gladly, and we went downstairs. Stupid me, I thought, wanting to buy it without even seeing the downstairs. We went into the front room, and there was a Cupid statue with a small scythe in its hand. It wasn't moving, it was just there. "Can we get this removed? My wife doesn't like it," I asked.
How about the kitchen?
The agent said, trying to direct the conversation to something else. I saw one of the angel statues in the garden again, hugging another statue. A third angel stood behind them both, playing a harp. "Can we remove all of these statues?" I asked.
I think they're better off here,
the agent said.
Ouch. The baby's kicking,
my wife exclaimed. "It's okay, calm down," I told her. I looked back up to see the statues hugging each other, both standing up. The other statue was looking at us. I looked behind me to see the Cupid statue had moved. I looked back. The angels were closer, as was the Cupid. "What the hell is happening?" I yelled. I turned to find one of the statues right in front of Isabella, its eyes fixated on her. I took Isabella by the hand and ran out of the house. I noticed the real estate agent had disappeared, so I shakily dialed his phone number. He didn't respond. We ran into the streets and saw the angels chasing us. It's been 2 years since we saw those cursed angels. I'm now living happily with my wife. She seems to be counting down right now, next to me in the rocking chair. I've asked her to stop, but she won't. I guess she's just stressed. We live with my friend Bill. He's a nice guy, but he is a bit odd. I sure hope that the baby is okay, because
The bodies of 2 men and a woman have been found. The investigation on Taverley Street will close down the entire city. A strange killer is on the loose, it seems. Stay indoors, lock up, and keep your expensive things out of sight. This is classified as an urban attack. Please stay indoors. You may be killed on sight.
What's up, everybody? This is the Lone Wolf here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed my narration of the Weeping Angels Creepypasta, especially all you Doctor Who fans out there. Special thanks to Fearsome Hero for reading the lines of Isabella, Hair-Raising Narratives for reading the lines of the Real Estate Agent, and Scream With Me Stories for reading the Police Report. If you guys enjoyed their contributions and want to check out more of their work, you can find links to their channels in the description below. If you're new to my channel, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing if you enjoyed the story. Hit the bell for notifications and join the Lone Wolf Pack. If any of you guys want to send me a message, like a personal scary story or a creepypasta recommendation, or you just want to talk to me, There will be a link to my email account and my Twitter account in the description. There will also be links in the description for all of the music artists that I used in this video, along with each individual track that I use for those of you interested in the music. And last, but certainly not least, if any of you guys have any ideas or tips for me to make my videos better, please leave me a comment or send me a personal message. Until next time, stay spooky. And remember, the hunt begins when the moon is full. Sweet dreams.